My name is Irimide Abayomi Falade. I was born on the 27th of August 1990 into the family of Mr. and Mrs. Funsho and Deborah Falade. Let me save the introduction for now. My parents were so poor. Dad works as an artisan and mom is a petty trader. I am their first child and I have 4 younger ones. There is a number I love so much. 25. 25 reminds me of the promise of God for my life. I was a born-again child of God, and God promised me that I will break forth financially before I clock 25. I held on to that promise for several years, but to my greatest disappointment, I clocked 25 and still in the pool of poverty. Just a month to my 26th birthday, I still lived from hand to mouth. My parents and younger ones looked up to me since I am the first child. I picked up various dirty jobs just to feed myself and help my family in a little way. It wasn't an easy experience. That used to bring me joy became my source of bitterness. My mind flashed back and I remember 2 of my primary school mates that were already in home. I called Jerry. I called Felix. I forwarded the same text message to the 2 of them. Felix replied my text. Guess you are now ready for it. This is the address. I did not bargain for this, but I just have to do it. Kingdom Animalia is a big room with 3 doors. One for entry, one for exit, and the third leads to the bathroom. There is only one rule in this strange apartment called Kingdom. And the rule is, you have only 9 days left to live. You will spend the first 8 days in this kingdom and your 9th day outside this kingdom. The length of your 9th day depends on how well you play your game here. I wasn't scared actually, because Felix had earlier explained some things to me. He told me that my 9th day could be as long as 10, 20, 50, and even 100 years, depending on how well I play my game in here. And I will also be stinkingly rich. I quickly adjusted to my new environment and was ready for the task ahead. It was already some minutes past 11 a.m. and I felt that time was not on my side. When it was afternoon, I waited and expected the next line of action. There are 4 major assignments in this kingdom. Each assignment is expected to be carried out in 2 days, which makes 8 days in all. Each assignment will be carried out using a different laptop. But then, I couldn't fathom if my stay in this kingdom is ritual, legal, or an intellectual task. Your first assignment. Select any of these 2 young couples. Break their union. What? No. What kind of assignment is this? Breaking another person's union. No. I can't do this. Making me rich. Breaking the marriage of a young couple. I can't even bring them side by side. That assignment made me know that I was in for a serious thing. When it was night, I was already calm. And then reality dawned on me that I had that night and the following day to complete that first assignment. James Arowolo, born on February 22, 1987. Attended Community High School, Ejibo. Had his bachelor's degree from University of Nigeria. Studied mass communication. Works at the Daily Times newspaper as the social news director. married to Adeola Rolo ní Kalejaye on 4th October 2014. I was so engrossed in the assignment that I even forgot to eat anything that night. I woke up the following morning so hungry. How do I face God when I'm about to destroy the family of another man? Farther and farther, I was moving away from God. Have you ever been in a situation where you know quite well that you're not doing the right thing, but you just don't have a choice? I was successful. I was successful in breaking their union. My heart melted afterwards. I never imagined that I will mastermind the downfall of another man. I wept bitterly. But God is always a merciful God. When it was some minutes past 9 p.m., I was feeling better. needed God. I needed Him to help me. Although I was tired of poverty, but I was never tired of being a good person. In the bank account of Honorable Frederick Aibu is a sum of 18 billion naira. Transfer as much money as you want for your first pay into the account that will be forwarded to you shortly. This looks better. At least, I won't kill or hurt anyone. And this man seems to be very rich. Even if I dip myself into his money, it can never be moved. I found it so interesting. Honorable Frederick is a politician. He must have made this huge amount from our commonwealth as a nation. He must have stolen public funds and diverted constituency fund for his own personal use. The money that could have been used to develop the nation, to build ultra-modern hospitals and equip them, to build good schools and secure the future of our youths, to construct good roads and other infrastructure, to pay the salaries of civil servants and pension for the aged ones. Am I justified to do this? Can God use me to avenge on him? Can I be the one to bring home the fortunes of several millions of our citizens? Oh God, please direct me. What if this man made his money legitimately? What if he labored for this? No, he can't. It can only be his share of the national cake. I think I will do this. Even the Bible says in Proverbs 17 verse 15 that we should not justify the wicked. I'm on a mission to punish this man for stealing our commonwealth. I was smart enough to know my way through this assignment. It wasn't too difficult for me to initiate the transfer. I thought I was done, but on the contrary, the big problem came up. How much should I transfer now? Let me just make do with 5 million. Let me make it 10. 10 million. 10 million. 10 million. But what is 10 million in 18 billion? This man has stolen so much. I should eat him deep too. But what if I get caught? What if they trace me here? What if it lands me in prison? But can I be traced? This is the best opportunity of my life. I have waited 25 years for this kind of opportunity. Will I let it slip off? No amount of money can be enough, so they say. I used to deny this before, but on this fateful day, I experienced it myself. There is this saying in Yoruba land, "Ẹni ìjà ò bá ni ó ń pe ara rẹ̀ ní ọkùnrin." Today, I can attest to this, that if you have never found yourself in this kind of scenario, never ever say you are not greedy. I am so glad that 999 million naira will be waiting for me on the ninth day. I can't wait to complete my assignment here and start a better life with my first pay. Bye bye to poverty. 999 million. Ninth day. Could this be a coincidence? I fell in love with another number again. But this time, it is number 9. When money no dey, dem go remember God. When money don't come, dem go say who be God. When money no dey, dem go remember God. When money don't come, dem go say who be God. Congrats on your first pay for the third assignment. Kingdom Lifestyle is a church that has gained so much popularity in the eastern part of the country. They are about extending their tentacles to other parts of the country. Stop this. But why? Why will I stop a church of God? This is a battle I can never win. Is it the church I will attack, which the Bible has already said that the gate of hell will not prevail on? Or the head pastor, who is an anointed man of God? Touch not my anointed, and do my prophet no harm. I am in serious dilemma. That day, my heart was so heavy. I made up my mind not to do the assignment. I was so determined. First thing tomorrow morning, I will be leaving this God-forsaken kingdom. After wasting 5 days in this kingdom, I woke up on the 6th day to take one of the best and crucial decisions of my life. What if I wait till tomorrow to see what will happen? What if they change the assignment to something lighter? And what if I step out of this door and become an animal truly? I won't step out of this kingdom, even if worst turns to worst. I weighed the two. I discovered that I had more to lose than gain if I step out of that kingdom. Money, my mind, everything. But will I do this assignment? Everything is just boring. I won't deliver this assignment, but I will still lay my hand on few things anyway. I will fashion it out, but I won't execute or submit it. Let me catch fun and kill this boredom. After about 8 to 9 hours, I had already mapped what I can do if I am to execute the assignment. It was as easy as planting. Let me keep that to myself. I am only a click away from 999 million naira. I have gone too far to turn back at this point. Kingdom lifestyle, goodbye. It was so difficult for me to get my mind off the last assignment. I felt so dirty within. My 7th day in that kingdom was absolutely useless. When it was night, I summoned courage to do something meaningful. God, I know I am far away from you. Please, Lord, let this last assignment not take me any farther away from you. List and submit the names of your dear ones. Only 10 is required. The final instruction will be conveyed when you are about leaving the kingdom. But come to think of it, what will happen to these ones? Will they die? Will their destinies be transferred to me? Will they lose their minds and become like animals? No, I can't submit the names of my family members. Never. Behold my 8th day in the kingdom. I was a little bit confused as to what extent the list will affect those people concerned. Will these ones also get rich through me? Or will it be the other way around? Oh, God, please, I need you to direct me. had woken up as early as 5 a.m. on the ninth day. Oh, what a memorable day for me. You either leave this kingdom so rich or as an animal, so they say. But in the real sense, you either live as an animal or you live as an animal. There is nothing free from the devil. If he gives you a cap, be sure he will later request for a head. If he gives you a shoe, he will come back for the legs. What is the essence of wealth if I can't meet the needs of my family? What is the usefulness of riches when it can't be shared with my loved ones? I should have waited more on God. I should have waited till His promises come to pass. What a wasted life. What a wasted destiny. God, I am sorry for all my wrongs. I am sorry for not being patient enough. I am sorry for stepping my feet into the animal kingdom. Lord, please heal me. Restore me. I don't want to live like an animal again. I don't want to continue in this world of isolation. God, if this is the only prayer you would answer before I die, Please may my soul find peace as I rest in your bosom. This is my life story, and I hope that it gets to someone that needs it.